Well, people are just not coming on. Yeah, there we go.
And you can see the full screen?
Yeah.
Okay. Every once in a while I click that, but it shows like something I didn't want it
to. It happens. How's your weekend?
Great. How was yours?
Pretty good, pretty relaxing. Went to the beach, did some yard work.
We all need that. We need that time.
Yep.
My son's girlfriend graduated college, so
Oh, that's good.
that is an exciting weekend for them.
Where'd they graduate from?
Well, he graduated last year, and so and he couldn't even. She actually got to walk. He didn't get to walk. They went to UCI together, and they only gave her 2 tickets, so her parents got to see her. But he took her up there and sat outside.
Oh, okay. Well,
it's this COVID thing, it's like
yeah.
Everyone's vaccinated. Let's just get back to life,
Yeah, and some places are better about it than others.
But they all took it in stride, so that was nice, and it was really good to get to see her walk, because it was sad for him that he didn't. But we all went up last year for his graduation and watched it on Zoom.
Yeah, yeah. So little better this year. I know the high schoolers in the area around here all, they did their usual little parades and all that kind of stuff. So it was fairly normal. They were downsized, but still fairly normal. So, well, we can go ahead and get started. I don't know how long you have, but today we have Allie Jackson on. Actually met Allie at a networking group about a year and a half ago, I guess. So, and we've done some escrows together. So she's going to go over some content marketing geared towards real estate agents today. So if you have questions at the end, feel free to, I'll allow everybody to talk. And if you have questions as we go, you can go ahead and type them in the chat. And with that, I'll hand it over to Allie.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. And just want to share a little bit of information with you about content marketing. It's a really good time to plan and plan your content out for the year. Content marketing is more than just social media. It really does cross all different mediums. And so I'm going to give you a little bit of information about that. So who am I to talk to you about content marketing? Well, I am an escrow, but I also have an extensive background in marketing, having worked for some large ad agencies, as well as some big corporations. And most importantly, I come from a family of real estate. So I understand how to place marketing and real estate together, and just wanted to share some of that information with you today. And so content marketing is really a strategic approach to combining all of your marketing efforts together so that you have a consistent voice, that you're bringing something valuable, relevant, and consistent to your audience. And I like to call it integrated marketing, which is a little bit more broadband than just the typical content marketing where you're thinking about social media, as I mentioned before. So we're looking at social, we're looking at email, we're looking at print, direct mail, really all the traditional methods of marketing, and bringing it together so that your voice is consistent across all these different channels. And that's going to help you create a little bit more impact. So when you are planning out your marketing, it's great to do it in advance and have a plan behind what you're doing rather than, oh, gee, maybe I'll send out a flyer today. It allows you to have a little bit more control of the consistency in your messaging. It allows you to have multiple touches so that each touch has more impact because the right hand knows what the left hand is doing. And then you can have a little bit more frequency with your touches without boring your target market. What I mean by that is you do want to change up your messaging a little bit. So it's not always the same old, because if you basically put the same headline and the same photo of the same house out on your Facebook every week, eventually people just aren't going to look at it anymore. So by changing up your messaging, it's a little bit more engaging for your target audience. So net, when you stay top of mind, you are putting out engaging content that brings value to those who are looking at it. And so that way, when someone's thinking about what they need for their real estate, when they're ready to buy, when they're ready to sell, when they're ready to refer someone, they're thinking about you. So there are a few great tools out there that are free or very affordable that can help you change up your content so that you're not spending all of your time writing and developing new content, because marketing is supposed to be a tool for you, not your whole purpose, right? So there is one program called List Reports, and I actually have a subscription to this. So if anybody would like List Reports, at the end of this this talk, I'm going to have my my contact information up there. Just reach out to me, and I can set you up on it. What it is, it includes something great called shareables, which are infographics that you can put out there on your social media so that it's fresh, new, and it's turnkey, and you can just access that at no charge. There's also great marketing kits and a single property website that's available for you. So when you have a listing, it's automatically loaded up in List Reports, and you can have great open house flyers. Yay, since we get to have open houses now again. And it also has postcards and coming soon, just sold, all kinds of great materials. A little bit nicer than just printing out your Paragon report on what the property is. It actually shows information about the community in the area. It's a nice little marketing package that's put together for you. So if anyone would like List Reports, just let me know and I'll set you up with that. Some other great resources: Keeping Current App. Paperless Agent is another free resource for you. So just paperlessagent.com, you can find that. Realty Times, they have a great newsletter in their resource center. So if you want to check that out, I do recommend sending out a monthly email newsletter if you can. Again, it's another great way to just keep in touch. Lifestyle Real Estate, this is, it's funny and it's engaging. It's not always something that you would necessarily want to send up to your prospects, but it's fun to share in your real estate groups. And every once in a while, you will find something that they put out there that is fun to share with your consumers. Canva is another great design resource. If you can use a PowerPoint, you can use Canva, and that is a way to put content out there in a professional looking way. So that's a great tool. And of course, your brokerage. So, you have great resources there as well. Now, speaking specifically about social media, here are a couple of consultants, because it's a big animal to get your social media. Some folks are really savvy at it and they have it going on, and others, it's a little bit more of a struggle. So for those of you who are trying to get your presence out there on social media, I do recommend bringing on a coach for 1, 2, 3 one-to-one sessions. I did it with Melody Tao, for example, and Marketing Melody. Many of you may know her. She's very involved with the associations, SDAR and SDCAR. In fact, at 11 o'clock today, Melody is doing a session with my company, Escrow Options Group. We brought her on board to give a session on Instagram. So she did basics last week, and I have that recorded. I also have some recorded sessions on Facebook if anyone's interested. And today is the last of a series of 4 that we're doing with her, where she's focusing on Instagram. So you're all welcome to attend that out, and I'll send you the link for it. Katie Lance is also another consultant. She does a regular series, sort of a mastermind, and also focuses on real estate. And Jessica Podowski is with Easy Gals, and she also does a nice job very affordably on some one-to-one sessions. She's especially focused on doing things with YouTube. So if any of you want to get involved in that, I definitely recommend reaching out to some of these folks, these consultants. So what I have here, I know it looks a little overwhelming, but it is a grid, and I will provide this to you if you'd like it. And you can adjust it. It's just a template on Excel. But what's nice about it is where I have the relevant dates. So these are like some key things that are happening. You might want to pick a theme. So, for example, here, Valentine's Day, February, love is a theme I put in here. These are just samples. These are just ideas. October, scary things. And for me here in Escrow, cyber fraud protection, that cyber fraud protection month actually is in October. So scary things, right? It ties it really well. So I have message 1, 2, 3, 4. So each week you can zero in on something different with your mediums. And so cyber fraud protection, home improvements gone wrong. You can find some really funny photos with that. San Diego haunted house tours, scary costumes. So those are just some samples of what you could do in October. December, traditions is a theme that I picked here. Decorating ideas, home for the holidays, Santa photos, our home to yours, just some ideas. The thought is, if you can just sit down for an hour or two and figure out, what do I want to do each month? What do I want to zero in on? What do I want my messaging to be? Then it makes it a lot easier when you want to just quickly put something out there and stay top of mind, because you've already done the plan. You already know what your theme is. And then you can quickly access it. Now, what I love about Excel is you can even add tabs to this. So you could write out your content. You can have everything completely turnkey. So when it's time to post it in social media, you just pull it up and put it out there and you're ready to go. And what's also nice is when you're planning it out like this, you can pre-plan and have things printed up in advance. So if you want to have your postcards or your door hangers, etc. So that's one of the real benefits of having a plan like this and having it all sort of charted out, is that you can, again, make sure the left hand knows what the right is doing. So what you're saying out there on Facebook and on LinkedIn is consistent with something that you've got in your newsletter, and similar kind of messaging when you're doing a pop by and leaving something on someone's door or in your direct mail pieces. So I do have this template version A, which is populated just to give you an idea how to do it, and then version B, where it's completely blank, and you can just use this to populate your own ideas. So happy to share this with you as well. So user-generated content. What is this? It is the most powerful content that you have because it's you. It's created by you, and it's something you share with your network. It's personal. It's about you and your relationships. It's organic. It's not the generic content that you're going to pull from some social media site, which is great because those things, can help you stay top of mind. So 1, 2, 3 times a week, you can put something like that out there. But don't forget to put you out there, because you're more interesting than some generic meme. Okay, so that's what user-generated content is. And to give you an idea, here's a couple things. These aren't fancy. This is just something I put on Facebook. There's something even more contagious than COVID-19. It's called kindness, and it's what's spreading. This is just text. It's text with a background that I pulled up off my phone, and it was engaging, and people shared it. Another one, I just snapped a picture of my Christmas tree, and it's not a particularly great tree, but it got 74 likes. So, you just put something like that out there. It's you. It's organic, and that is more interesting to folks. So when you're talking about your original content, there's a few categories that I've put basically buckets here. One is your real estate activity, of course. What's your current listing? What tours are going on? Hey, just in escrow, opened escrow, closed escrow. Here are my sellers. Congratulations. Here are my buyers, and giving them the key to their new home if they're comfortable being photographed and having their photo shared. That is fantastic. The other is real estate market updates. What's going on in the market? Everyone wants to know that, particularly if you're zeroing in on certain neighborhoods. You could just do live streaming content, or you could just post something, but you're the local expert. So share that, let people know, give them tips. and tips on how to make your home more appealing when you're ready to list. And then, of course, personal, family, friends, events, funny stories, something that's engaging. So you can use the format like this pink one I have here, which is just text information. You just type something. You can post photos. You can post graphics. You develop something from Canva, or you can repost something or repost a meme or a funny. But the most engaging is going to be video and live video. And I get it. A lot of people don't like themselves on video. In fact, I would say less than 1% of the population are comfortable with themselves on video. So just embrace that, because you look the way you look, you sound the way you sound, people know you, and they like to see you on video. So go ahead and just do a Facebook Live. When you have a new listing and you're walking through that house, share it, run it live. When you're, having a social thing, just pull someone in and do a quick little snippet. And people like that. It's engaging. It's real. So just want to do a quick summary here on your content. Is you want to plan and integrate your content so that what you're doing in one area reinforces what you're doing in another, and you have a consistent voice across your channels. You want to leverage free or affordable content because this is going to keep you top of mind. And by integrating some of that already provided content, it takes a little pressure off of you of having to come up with something new and original all the time. But you also want to integrate your own user-generated content, which is your personal content. So use a little bit of prefab stuff as well as what you come up with on your own. Use a template so that you can figure out in advance what you want to say when. That's going to make it turnkey at 10 o'clock at night when you want to start posting stuff and you're tired. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. You already figured out what it is you want to say to them. And you want to stay top of mind. This is the whole purpose of it. You don't know when someone is going to be ready to list. You don't know when someone's going to be ready to buy. It's just someone that you have a relationship with. So by always staying top of mind, when they are ready, you're going to be the realtor that they think of. So just a couple things I want to mention here. Again, 11 o'clock today, we do have Instagram. So let me know if you have any interest in that. Travis also has the links for these as well. And just want to mention, I'm so excited we're going live with our pitch session, Hot Properties. We have been doing this for a year and a quarter virtually on Zoom. And so this Thursday, we are actually going live to a venue at La Papagayo in Carlsbad. That's the previously 83 degrees. So if anybody has a property they want to pitch or buyer needs they want to come share, just mix and mingle with some other agents, come on by, have a drink, and visit with us. And also want to mention a week from today, we are having a very special presentation on how to win more listing presentations. And this is leveraging Altos Market Reports. This is a tool, again, I can also set you up with this. So it's real-time data that when you sit down and you talk with your prospect, you can show them you really understand their market, what's going on in their neighborhood. This is also a great tool for open houses to just show that you've got your finger on the pulse. So you're all invited to attend this as well. And here is my contact information. So if you're interested in this content planning template, if you're interested in getting set up with list reports for free or the Altos Market Reports, just give me a shout out. If you want to talk about your marketing planning and strategy, again, reach out to me. I'd love to hear from you. Really happy to help you out. Thank you so much, Travis, for having me on here. And let me know if anyone has any.
Yeah, anytime. So I can send out some of these links as well when we do the replay, so that everybody has them if they want to attend some of these other things that you have going on. And then also for the marketing template, which is great to have sometimes. You just need to have a plan in place. You can add to it, kind of make changes as you go. That's kind of what I do with certain things. So I may have a certain template, and in January, I think I want to do one thing throughout the year, and then in March, like things change, and I want to add, change it up a little bit. So I usually go in like 3-month intervals, just to kind of go along with what's happening in the market. But I like all the free resources. We also have one in-house that we're going to cover next week in the marketing center. So, be sure to join us next Monday as well, so we can go over that. And that one's free as well. So other than that, hope everybody has a great week. We're going to go a little short this today, but we'll be back next week. We have about a 30-minute webinar next week, and then following that one, we'll have Leo Luna on. We're going to go over some Google My Business stuff, so that'll be a real fun one. Hope everybody has a good week. I'll talk to you later.
Great. Thank you. Thanks so much. Have a great day.